I'm sure. Okay, baby.
Pop out my chat, mute my
Okay, baby.
computer.
Are you even ready? Because our event is live. Hey guys, it's Maymay, my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here.
Barely. You
Oh,
look like you literally look like you just sat down, but you didn't. He
I
was
didn't. I
adjusting
was
his
fixing my
chair.
chair. Fixing my chair.
He was adjusting his chair. Look what we're making today. I think this is adorable.
Adorbs.
What do you think?
Is it a little pumpkin head?
It's a pumpkin head. No, it's a scarecrow head.
Scarecrow
and
head?
a sucker server. Is that what we want to call it? A sucker treat.
I don't know. You may want to try to come up with a different name.
It's super cute. I love it. Like, I love this little thing. So, and it's super easy to make. And it seems like every year around this time I start doing scarecrows and stuff like that. And it never fails when I do a scarecrow. You guys will ask me to do like a snowman next and a reindeer next. And so, those are coming, right? They're
More
coming.
than likely.
This guy takes a lot of supplies, but nothing you probably don't have on hand. So that's cool. The one thing that you do need to pick up is suckers. And you can choose what you want. Look, I went with a flat sucker because my hand's shaking. I went with a flat sucker and I actually edited my design slightly. Do you see this little piece right here? We're not going to have that in the new finished project because I edited it slightly. But see that little sucker? I want to show you that first. That is one of these guys. These are the best suckers in the world. I'm not allowed to have one because I'm low carbing, but these are the best suckers in the world.
It's just the devil. You're just the devil.
They're so good. So the first thing I did.
How in the Sam Hill did you even buy them knowing that we
this.
can't eat them?
Look at all that candy I bought so I could do crafts with it. Candy is for crafting. Candy's for crafting.
That's hogwash. Candy's for eating.
So let me show you the first thing I did. I do a little edit to these, and you don't need to stress. You see how he it's kind of hidden behind there? If you don't do that, look how much of it shows. I don't know. I just didn't love that. You could tape this extra down, but if you'll just take your scissors and just run right from the edge here like this and run around the circle, make sure you do not cut into the open part. This is kind of like laminating. You know when you laminate something, it doesn't seal it right to the edge of whatever you put in. There's a little gap. So just trim away some of that green that you don't need. Just make sure you keep it sealed. If you don't, it could go stale or critters could get in it. And it'd be scary if they got one with a critter in it. We don't want that to happen. So, but you see what I did here? I just trimmed, leaving it sealed shut all the way around. See how it doesn't quite seal right to the edge of the lollipop? So just do that first.
The people up front said they are not low carbon, and they can eat them.
They can eat them. They sure can. Oh,
and let's see. Candy said she thought I had grown a beard. Well, if I didn't shave for the rest of my life, I couldn't grow a beard. So you won't ever have to worry about that.
That would not be an issue. All right, so you might want to take notes on this one. We're going to use a lot of different tools, so you might want to that's like a warning. Grab something or come back and watch later. It's fine. The first thing we're going to do is make his face. Do y'all want him left in the screen? I'll try. The first we're going to make his face. That is done with an 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm using, I think this is lunch bag cardstock that I have here. Just make a circle like that. Super easy. If you're making a bunch of these, assembly line these steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, work this out. So punch all your little circles, then do all your decorating on your face. So I'm using the stamp set called Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead.
And yes, it's called Pumpkinhead because when I was little, my dad called me Pumpkinhead. He didn't call me Pumpkinhead. He called me Pumpkinhead. This is the set I'm using. I'm using that smile right there. I'm using that set of eyes right there. I might change to these, but I'm definitely using that, or I did use that set. And I'm using this set here, but only one of them to make a nose. So let's do that. Enough talk, y'all say. Okay, here we go. A smile. I love this smile for scarecrows. So what I did was I put a little smile on, and you want to go kind of low on the circle, but not so low that you can't glue your bow on it. So there's his little smile. The only other, we'll get to a pen in a minute. Let's do all our stamping first. And then I've double loaded this little block. So I've got both the eyes on both sides. So this one I'm stamping his whole set of eyes. And I'm not getting over the top, so I hope I'm getting in the right spot there. There's that. Then on this little double set, you can see I only stamped up one of them, or inked up one of them a while ago. So I'm going to ink one of them this time. And that will be his little nose. And it doesn't have to be perfect. He's a scarecrow. He's put together in pieces and parts, you know? All right. While we're stamping, this is part of my, not revamp, but addition. So on the back of this guy, I decided on my new one, I want to put a little white piece here to put to and from in case you want to have that. So while I'm stamping, I've already loaded to and from onto a block. Let's go ahead and get that done while we got our ink out. Then we can put our ink away. So that way, that'll go on the back. So if you're giving this at your kid's school or fall festival or wherever, you can say who it's from. So I'll move that over there. All right, back to this guy. Let's finish his face. So I took an orange, not really orange, pink grapefruit marker, and I colored in his nose just to give him a little color. Doesn't have to be like, you know, really, really dark. Just a little bit of color. And then I took a blue marker, a bright blue, to do his eyes. So I'm just going to color those in real quick.
Everybody knows that scarecrows have blue eyes.
I used a lighter color paper on my first one. I guess I was thinking I used the other one. All scarecrows have blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Then, and you may not want to do this. This may not be your thing. Some of you tell me sometimes that this is not the thing you like to do. But I want him to have a little, they're not really eyelashes. I want him to kind of look like crow's feet, you know. So right here to the side, I'm going to take my pen and flick out like that. Just a little crow's feety. I think it just adds a little character. And the thing is, yes, some of these have it, but they're eyelashes, not crow's feet. That's what I wanted to do different. I wanted him to have more of the little crow's feet. Then I want his nose stitched. So I'm taking my little marker and I'm stitching down his nose just like that. Isn't it cute? So now his nose is stitched down. Cute, huh?
Mm.
And
well,
now,
your hand's in a way I can't really see it, but I mean, that's
now
all
he
right.
needs cheeks. Oh, Amanda, I forgot my Q-tip. Can you get me a Q-tip if you don't mind? I totally forgot. Anybody that's in earshot. So there's his little cheeks. Right there. Oh, before we do anything else, I'm going to stitch him. I think he's cute if you do stitch lines around him. All the way like that.
When did scarecrows become cute? I thought the purpose of a scarecrow was for it to scare people.
Not
or
people.
Scare off animals.
It's supposed to scare crows off.
So you think cute scarecrows scare off?
What do you think I
crows?
want to hand a scary scarecrow to somebody? Sometimes I wonder about you, kid.
Well,
Sometimes
I mean,
wonder about
I
you.
guess it's all play on words, but
Okay. When I get my Q-tip, we'll do his cheeks to finish him up. I'm going to move him to the side. Okay. Now I'm going to work on his hat and his fringe. This is so cool. Get ready. Okay. We're going to use a 2-inch scallop punch.
I see some Q-tips coming.
Thank you. We're going to use a 2-inch scallop punch. Okay. And this is so cute. Y'all get ready. This is so cute.
We're getting ready.
You're going to punch out a circle. Okay. So 2-inch scallop. And I'm going to show you what we're fixing to cut. I did a sample so you can see. We're going to cut this shape. I want you to see that, okay? That's the shape we're fixing to cut. Here's how we do it. At the top or wherever, you're going to hold this in your hand. You want to isolate 3 scallops. You want to cut down about 1/2 inch beside one scallop, okay, straight down, and about 1/2 inch beside the other scallop. I don't know if I'm going straight down, but pretty straight, okay? So you can see here what I did, all right? Then you want to come to the nearest scallop to that little cut and just cut across to it. It does not have to be perfect. I'm going to go back and make sure those match and then do the same thing. This is the nearest one here, so I'm going to cut that one across. All right, you can always edit your hat. That one's a little bit different. I cut this one a little steeper, but this is going to be your hat, okay? So what I did, what worked for me was this. Am I too zoomed? I feel like I am, just a little bit. Okay. What I did was I took a round pin, anything round, even your bone folder, you could like ribbon curl this with your bone folder. I always call it ribbon curl. But here's what I did. If you take something round and you just kind of roll this, you're not trying to bend the hat top at all, just the brim. So you just kind of roll it like that, okay? And it'll end up looking like this. And we're going to glue that tip down, but not yet. I want to ink it. So I'm going to take out my distress ink.
Say happy birthday, Christy.
Happy birthday, Christy. It's also my daughter-in-law's birthday today. Christy and Samantha, happy birthday, y'all. I'm going to ink these edges. And I'm going to ink all the edges, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and do some inking.
Inking some edges.
Mm-hmm. It just really, really, really changes it. I think it does. If you're doing this for mass production, this might be a step you want to skip, but it's really cute. But this is one of those things that's time consuming if you're doing mass production. All right, so you only have to ink the top of the brim and the top of the hat, and then his face. Let's ink it as well. Looks like I've cross-contaminated my ink pad. It looks like I pulled off the wrong spongy. I used one of my oxides. Do you see how it's got a little paleness to this one side?
I do.
Still working.
From this angle, it looks kind of like a shimmer.
Yeah, it's got a little oxide powder in it. It ain't going to hurt a thing.
Today is Samantha's birthday, Jared's wife.
Did I say the wrong daughter-in-law?
No, you just said my daughter-in-law. Well, you have two of them now.
My bad. I should have said the name. Okay. Then, let's do these little cheeks while we're here. I'm going to take, this may be too red, but since I used a darker face color, I'm going to do this. I'm just taking a Q-tip and a little abandoned coral, and I'm just going to come over here and just lightly color. What happened to lightly, Maymay? Let's take the other end and try to get some of that off. What happened to your lightly theory, woman? Okay, that's not bad, because in a minute you'll see why we like to have a little color. So then some more cheeks on this side. Some more cheeks, maybe one more.
You can never have too many cheeks, right?
So there's that. Now, white pen. I try to keep everything out right here handy. White pen. I'm going to do some white work. I like to do white work on these guys. So I'm going to do 3 little dots like freckles. And the cheeks being a little darker really helps those to show well. You ever spent this much time on your Scarecrow? If you're making one for your yard or whatever.
I haven't.
All right, I'm going to put a white dot in the eyes because I think that makes them wake up. And I'm going to do a little white right here on his nose just because. Just something extra there.
All right, so we did have a question. What shade is the ink that you're using?
The pink?
Well, it just says what shade is the ink.
Just to say.
So I'm not sure if it was the pen or those.
This is what I did. I used Vintage Photo, my very favorite. Do y'all know how old this ink pad is? I should have dated it. I should have dated this ink pad. And then the abandoned coral for his little cheeks. All right. Let's glue our hat together or down. So what we're going to do is just take some glue and put it on one of these little, or a couple of these little scallops.
Jenny
right
says she thinks 4 cheeks, or she's found that 4 cheeks is enough for her.
I'm trying so hard not to squeeze that out too much. All right. 4 cheeks is enough. And then I'm going to put this down. I'm not flattening it. I want my little circle to stay there. See that? I'm going to hold that for a second. I'm going to hold it. And then we're going to fringe him up. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
I think I like this one better already.
Well, good.
Well, it's more fun. The way I'm assembling now is easier than how I do everything. When I'm making the first one, I do it all backwards. But when you're making it for you guys, I'm like doing it streamlined. It's much easier this way. All right, so there's my little hat. Look how cute that is. Are you kidding me? How does that even make a little hat so easy? So cute. All right, let's do some hers. Oh, wait. On my hat, I also did this just for fun. I like to add a little white here and there. So a little white stitch. And then each one of these, I did a little dut, 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 just to help them show up good. All right, we'll move this out of the way. We'll move this out of the way. Now, for your hairdo, I can't use this color. I think I'll do the straw color because I messed up, so I'm going to use this straw color. All right, you need a piece that is 1 3/4 inches. I did not prep this, so let me prep it real quick. I forgot to. All right, so you need Let me see. Is it 1 piece is 1 3/4 inches? No, it's 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 inches by 1/2 inch. You could go bigger. I just try not to use too much paper. Plus, this way we can use scraps. All right, take these 2 pieces. And this, I got to tell you something. I did this with baker's twine and used baker's twine as the hair, just some pieces of it. Like, instead of having this paper, if you take baker's twine and just do some pieces sticking out the side, it's super cute too, if you want to do that. But I thought if you didn't want to use a lot of baker's twine, because when I make these projects for, I'm always thinking like giving to my kids. And you know what the kids are going to do, right? That's so cute. Rip it off. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to use my very expensive supplies, you know. So, all right. If you have fringe scissors, this is the place to use them. I have them somewhere. But this is not hard. This is quick and easy. And you're actually trying to make it not perfect. It's Scarecrow hair, which is actually straw, right?
Yes, that's what is correct. It's actually straw.
I'm kind of thinking about going as a Scarecrow this year because I think they're cute. To your Aunt Dot's party? I think they're cute. Then look, rough it up. This is how I fix my hair every day. Watch. We get what we get. Just rough it up. Can't mess it up. Rough it up. There's that. Okay. To the hat, Batman. You're going to glue this to the hat. These edges right here, you will have to snip, but I don't like to snip them until I get it on here because they'll hang out a little bit. See how, let me do it like this. See how when I put it on, I got a little bit hanging right there? I'll trim that in a second, but this will be cute, just fringy out like that. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. I can't get over it. I think it's adorable. Are you not thinking it's adorable?
Well, I mean, it's just precious.
It's fresh. Just fresh. I may not have to trim any of that one. Now, the reason I did 2 of these strips is because I want to overlap them and get a little fuller. You really could just get away with 1 little hair strip. But I wanted it to be a little fuller so I can make it a little messier in places. This is so cute to me. I actually think I like the yellow hair better than the straw colored hair I did earlier. All right, so right here I'm going to snip some hair off. So just give them a little haircut. Just a little haircut, right like that. Done and done. All right, we can glue our hat to our head. Just like so. As low as you want it, as high as you want it. No 2 are going to look the same. I mean, unless you're measuring everything, they're not going to look the same. Isn't he the cutest? Oh my gosh. I love the yellow. He needs a flower. Ready for it? It's easy. Okay. They know this about me. It's easy. I
feel like you just said, I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here's how it goes.
3/4 inch scallop punch. These were the punch that you bought on accident. I'm so glad you did, because watch what I'm fixing to do. Do you remember buying these on accident?
Yeah.
Watch what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to punch one.
I don't remember wishing that you would tell the world I did it, but you know.
Oh, I thought we did tell the world already. I'm sorry.
We probably did.
Just in between 1 scallop, I'm going to snip to the middle. Doesn't have to be exact. Just like that. Just between 1 scallop. Let me see if I can show you. I snipped like that in the middle. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it up just a little bit. And I'm going to overlap 2 scallops. This is tiny handwork. But when you overlap 2 scallops, see what it does? It turns it into like a little cone shape. We're kind of going for sunflower or what's that other flower? Black-eyed Susan. That's kind of what we're looking for. So you're overlapping 2 of the little scallops and hold it and let it dry. You can use your tweezers if you can find them, but if you're like me, you never can find them. So I literally, since Crafticropolis, all my stuff has not quite made it back yet. All right, so look what we made. We made a little, you know there's a flower called a cone flower, so I guess maybe this is more like a cone flower. All right, then we take our little flower, put some glue, stick it on his hat like so. But he ain't done, because this is my favorite part. Watch this. This makes this flower so cute. I am using some black bling. This is black bling. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. I'm using a little bit of that. I'm taking one of the centers, and I'm going to put some glue down here just like so. And I had my jewel picker out earlier. Where did I put it? Did I put it up? Do you see it? Because it makes life easy. What do I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I have my jewel picker. And because this is adhesive back, I held it in my hand to stick it to my jewel picker because it was sticking to me like it is now. Come off of me. I don't really care about that adhesive, so I'll just work it out. Because I put on art glitter glue. Oh my goodness. Stick to, it did while ago, but now it's not sticking from my hand. Now I'm going to push it down. There we go. Okay. So let's stick that in the glue. And once I got it in there, I did hold it. Actually, let me say this. Because that is a cone, I kind of filled that little cone with glue. See how it's bleeding around the bead? That's okay. It'll dry clear. But I kind of want it to do that so it'll hold it in. How cute is that flower? It ain't done.
Sunflowery.
It ain't done. Let me show you something. I also took my white pen, and on every petal, I did a little white dot. And I love how that turned out. Isn't that cute? I love it. Probably spending too much time. It's all right. All right. Your Scarecrow, except for his bow. Let's do his bow real quick. All right, we're going to cheat it. Is everybody with me? Anybody lost?
No, everybody's loving it.
Okay. We're going to cheat this bow. I think I'm going to zoom out a little bit for the bow. Because I want y'all to see this. All right. I want you to see that I went a little obnoxious with this bow because the bow's kind of doing two things. It's also pretending like it's a collar and a shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of filling up that space. So here's what I did. I took some baker's twine. Let me see how much this is because you all want to know. Let me measure it down here. This is about 9 inches, probably too much. But I just took some about the width of my finger with my fingers a little loose. And I'm just going to wrap it. Let's wrap it around 2 fingers. Oh, forget it. Let's just do it this way. I'm trying to make it where you guys can repeat it. But basically, just make some figure eights. That's too short. You need more than 9 inches. I'm not going to cut it off this time. Did you see me just throw that at you? Watch.
I was aware that
That's
you
too
did.
short. Okay.
But once again, I'm still safe.
Let's just make some figure eights. Holding it in your fingers. Make 2 figure eights. Okay? Where one of the tails ends one side and one of the tail ends the other. It's hard to see with baker's twine. Now I will trim it off. Hey, hand me that piece I just threw at you.
Well, I ain't no telling where that piece went. Oh, there it is.
I can use it. All right. So then what you're going to do, this is how I'm cheating it. You've got 4 loops, right? So you need 4 tails because it's 4 loops. So you're going to take it. You can totally use your tweezers here. Tweezers if you're watching me for the first time. Use your tweezers, twizzers, whatever. Watch. I'll have a camera to watch me do this. Okay. I do it with my teeth. Use your tweezers or your incisors. That's whichever one you want to use. Then just tie that tight. All right. And then when you pull all these tails down, here's what you get. 4 tails and 4 loops. And I'll move my hand in just a second and it'll make sense. There we go. All right. So if you didn't get it in the center, no big deal. You can adjust these because I didn't get that quite in the center. And I will make a suggestion. You guys know I love my long fawn lawn trimmings. That's what this is because it's so beautiful. But if you're making this for a bunch of kids that are probably going to toss this out or not care about it too awful much, they're going to think it's cute, then you might consider picking up those like trio packs from the Dollar Tree and using those because it won't cost you as much. Lawn fawn would be a little more of an investment, but if you're making 10 or 20 or something, it's not a big deal. And then you glue that on. It really changes to have that big bow on there. You think you need a little bow, but the big bow's cute. I'm going to move it aside. We'll move him aside. Now let's make our wrap. Are you bored?
I'm not.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through it so that it's not like boring for people watching later in the replay.
Ain't nobody bored.
Okay. Here we go. This piece is 6 by 1 3/4.
Looks like 1.5.
1 3/4. 6 by 1 3/4. I remembered. Thank you for guessing on that one. You're going to score this in half at 3. That's all you got to do there. Now, you don't have to do this. This spot is optional. But anytime I can find an excuse to use this punch, I like to. This is my Scallop and Stub punch. I love this punch. I'm going to stub it and make it.
That was another accident.
It was, but no, it was not. Because I said to you, no, that's not true. I told you, anytime you can find these in any kind of shape, I want them.
Well, yeah, but it was still an accident.
Well, I love this one. I'm going to use the stub side, and we're going to make this look like a ticket. And I'm just punching every corner. And I'll show y'all. See, it looks like a little ticket. That's what's going to wrap around our lollipop. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy down. This is our to and from. And if you're doing this for your kids or whatever, you might want to go ahead and write on this while it's flat. That would save you some headache. So, who am I giving this sucker to?
Don't give it to me because I'll have to eat it.
I'll give it to Amber. To Amberino, but I can't have enough room for Amberino. So to Amber. Did y'all do this when you were in school? Like do the dots on your... I know you dotted all your letters, didn't you, Vince?
Probably.
Whatever.
That's the scallop and what punch?
Stub.
Scallop and stub punch.
Then we're going to put our Scarecrow on, but I want to show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use these 3D glue dots. You don't have to. You totally could glue it down. The reason I wanted to use these is because I want to show y'all something. I want to show you how they work for one thing. They dispense out. They're totally awesome. But if you were to put this, and you can do this, I want to show you real quick. If you wanted to put your little Scarecrow head directly onto your popsicle, you can put one of these guys down and they'll stick some like the air. They stick like crazy. But if somebody wants to pull this off, they can and keep it. That's why I wanted to show you that, okay? If you just wanted to put it directly on, look, it's super cute just right on your lollipop too. That's how I was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I decided if someone wanted to just open this and keep it, I mean, you might want to turn it into something else. So you can just glue this straight down, but I wanted to show you the dots. Because they're amazing. We use them for everything in the shop. And then you put this little guy on like this. Just stick him down like so.
Amber said, great. Now I have to eat it.
I did Amber because I knew she would like this sucker. This one in particular. You do not have to secure the sucker inside, but you might want to. And you could also use one of those for that. I'll show you. Securing it inside, just make sure it won't wiggle around. And also, it's super easy for them to take it off. So just sucker. Now what I'm going to do is put a little glue here, bring this down, and seal it shut. And to seal it shut, you just kind of grab the corners and hold your fingers together like that. And see how I changed it where we don't have that gusset? If you want the gusset, it was a 1/4 of an inch gap that I scored into the middle, but I didn't see a need for it. So hold this little guy down like so and let it dry. Cute, huh? So stinking cute. Look at them. And I mean, if you did this assembly line, you could get this done.
Oh, you could knock it out pretty quick, I would think.
30 of them. Like, I'm trying to think of a classroom. Typically, what, 30 would cover a whole classroom? This would not be hard to do.
Most of the time.
And this one doesn't have cheeks because I didn't have a Q-tip at the time. Let's give it cheeks. Let's give it cheeks. Any questions? Thoughts? Comments?
No, they just like it. They think I'm bored.
That's what I said. Are you bored?
I ain't bored.
I promise I just wanted to get through this kind of quick because I feel like if you're watching the replay, you wanted to see this done so you could go make it. So that's why. We just weren't chatting a little bit. Plus, we always have the Crafter After Show.
The Crafter After Show.
So what's being said in our chat today? Anybody chatting?
Super cute, so cute, adorable, totally adorable, absolutely adorable, so cute, adorable, it's adorable, love it. You guys are so cute. That's adorable. Love this project. Still so cute. Should you color in his eyes?
I did. You can't tell it on this. Well, let me bring it up close. See, he's got blue eyes with little white dots. And then here you can really see it. I think I like the lighter color face. How did I mix my paper up? Oh, I think I grabbed this from my scrap bin, and I was thinking I didn't. I think I used a creamy color. I don't know why that one's so much lighter. It's not white. I didn't use white. It's kind of a creamy color for his face, but you can really see his eyes colored there better. I love it. That's just fun. That's just one of those things that's like, how'd you do that?
Where did you get the lollipops?
Dollar General.
The DG.
Yeah, but you can probably find them. You probably can find them on Amazon. If they don't sell these in your area, they're made by Tootsie Roll or Tootsie. And they're delicious. Have y'all ever had one of these?
Oh, they're good.
Any of y'all that haven't had one of these, let me show you it. I'm not eating it. Let me show you this. I'm not eating it because I'm trying to be good, but I would eat this in a heartbeat. But I'm going to open it because I want to show you what they look like. They're sticky. Well, I was trying to be all nice, but this is how we do it in the real world. Look at this. This is caramel sandwiched around a green apple lollipop. What could be better? And also, if you have a child that needs to pull a tooth, this is good.
That'll get the job done.
This will get the job done. Look at it. It's caramel around that green apple lollipop. Everybody loves them. They're so good. I'll save this for T-Man or something since I opened it. Alrighty then, guys. That's it. Did you enjoy? I hope you enjoyed that one. It was kind of quick, but it's kind of getting to be that time. And you might think it's a little early, but guys, we're just what? How many days from September? 2?
Well, today's the 29th, right? Yes.
Is it 30 or 31 days?
31 days in August.
So we're 2 days till September. It's time to start making our little treats. Before you know it, October will be here, and you'll need a whole bunch of these. Can you imagine if you do trunk or treat? Wouldn't these be cute?
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to start now.
Bunch of them, though.
Also, use your scraps. Did you notice the dimensions of things? Go dig in your... It's a Scarecrow, okay? They don't have to match each other. This is a great scrap project because...
Yeah, but you think about this, because several people have said this. Different colored faces because there's different colored students.
Yes, but think about that. Go to your scrap bin because you know you have... We've said before, if we can punch it or stamp it, we keep it, right? So you probably have scraps big enough to put him together.
Which white pen were you using?
Actually, today I was using the 10... what is that called? The 10...
It's the Jelly Roll.
It's the Jelly Roll. I'm trying to get the 10 where you can see it. There we go. What is that called? The 10 millimeter? What is that? It's not millimeters.
Yeah, Noelle, trunk or treat is a thing that we do at our church a lot of times where instead of children having to go out into the neighborhoods and trick-or-treating in areas that might not be safe, we have everybody decorates the trunk of their car and puts candy in it at our church parking lot, and people can come by and the kids can get candy there, and we have games and stuff like that for them to play.
These come in a 3-pack. They're a 5, 10, and what's the other nib? Can anybody remember? And by the way, we've had a lot of new subscribers come in lately, so I want to say really quick, if you're wondering where to pick up any of these supplies I used today, you can do it at our store that's called MaymayMadeIt.com. We carry everything I've shown today, except those suckers.
We don't carry candy
except
supplies.
Them suckers. So that's what I use, and they come in a 3-pack, which I really like the new 3-pack. But I don't know my third one. I really like it, but I've lost one. It's probably in my... Wait. I still have a box from Crafticropolis I have not unloaded. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, I need that. Let me go get it. All right, guys. We're going to do the Crafter After Show. If you don't know what the Crafter After Show is, let me tell you. Every Thursday after our noon show, which this only took me 3 minutes over. That ain't bad.
You did good.
We try to do this show in about 30 minutes, and then we head to the Crafter After Show where we can talk about anything we want to, and we can be as long as we want to, and we just chat it up for a little while. So if you'd like to be part of our Crafter After Show, as soon as you tell me the link is in there, we'll head to it. Amanda will put the link in the chat so you can head to the Crafter After Show from that link, and we will chat with you guys over there as well. And over there, I typically look at comments, where on this show, I don't.
There she is.
All right, there's the link for you guys, and we will see you at the Crafter After Show in just a few minutes. Talk to you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.